Welcome to the Manpower Group Lab here at Vivatech. Climate change and issues affecting the environment have never been more important, as we can see now with the heat wave in France. Businesses also have a role to play in setting the example. More and more digital tools and tech are helping businesses to adopt more sustainable practices. As part of its great realization, Manpower Group set out 3 challenges to startups. They started out as 173 candidates, and they have been whittled down to 20 startups. This week, we are hearing from them all. So today, we will be hearing from Un kilomètre à pieds from France, obviously, 50 also from France, TreeApp from the United Kingdom, and Ekowz from Belgium. We have an international jury, some of whom are here right now, secretly watching. 13 judges from around the world. They'll be putting in their votes ahead of the award ceremony, which will be taking place later this afternoon. Well, let's get started. So we have Marie Lemoigne. Hello, you are from Un kilomètre à pieds. Let's hear your pitch.
Hello, everybody.
There we go.
I'm head of sales of Un kilomètre à pieds, and our solutions aims to reduce commuting distance of millions of people by identifying a job exchange in big multi-site companies. And we like to say we reduce CO2, but we also make employees happy. So let me introduce Mehdi. He works for a company which called Point Pieds. It's our client, a leader in material construction distribution. And thanks to our solution, the HR team reallocated Mehdi in a store closer to their place, to his place, and he saved 10 kilometers each morning, each night, more than 3,000 euros per year of car cost, and also 1.5 ton of CO2. What is huge in a climate crisis. We need that. And the next slide. Sorry.
So we're going to the...
Yeah. We created Un kilomètre à pieds in 2020 because we detected an opportunity because 75% of people can't do home working, and most of them work for big companies, multi-site companies. You see the logo here in retail, health sector, public organization, energy, transportation. And after many analyses, we realized that 62% of the employees of our clients were big companies, multi-site companies, could do the same job for the same company, but closer their home. So it's a very important fact, and it could be positive for everyone. First for the employees, because it's savings, more time for personal activity, better quality of life. Also for companies, savings also because we reduced the risk of absenteeism and turnover. It's a better brand company, more productivity, and less carbon impact. Also, it's good for the cities because it's less pollution, better air quality. Also, so it's a win-win-win-win situation. So our solution is a job exchange management platform, which is based on analysis of datasets, HR datasets, emails, addresses, employees' addresses, also means of transportation, for example, and then we deliver our results, our mobility diagnosis and mapping in only 2 days, and then we identify the optimization possibilities in a point of view of job exchange. we are 15 in the company, and we have already 30 clients, and it's only the beginning for a more sustainable world.
Great, thank you so much. That was 1 kilomètre à
Thank
pied.
you.
Thank you. You can set it here, and then our next person will come. So you can go. Thank you so much. Now I'm going to welcome 50 to the stage. I'm here with Benjamin Honora. You just switch places here. You can either sit or stand.
Great. Thank you very
Welcome.
much.
Tell us about your company, your startup.
Yeah, great. Thanks for having me. I'm glad to be here. So my name is Benjamin Honora. I'm a sales director at 50. So I'm going to tell you what we do at 50, who we work with, and how we could do things with a Manpower Group as well. Our job at 50 is we bridge the intention-action gap in trainings and transformation. What does that mean? When you send somebody, an employee, in a training, most of the time they will understand. When they leave, they are motivated, they want to do things, but nothing happens. It's very difficult to put it into practice, to change their behaviors and adopt new habits. And that's exactly what we do. We have a technology that will recommend micro actions that the employees are going to be able to convey on their job to change their behaviors. A micro action takes 1, 5, 10 minutes to do, and it's seeable, it's observable. That means at the end of the day, I know if I have done it or not. Okay? And just to give you an example of micro action, for a manager, for example, would be this afternoon, take 3 minutes with one of your employees and show him 2 emails on which you don't need to be CC'd. It's very concrete, it's very practical, and at the high level for large corporations, those small steps will help people adopt new behaviors, right? If I want to
you
go
have
back,
to push it quite hard. Yep.
quite hard, okay. So today, those micro actions, this is called e-doing. It's a technology. So you have heard about e-learning. E-learning helps learn things, adopt knowledge. E-doing is adopting behaviors. With e-learning, I know something. With e-doing, I'm doing things, right? Those are the companies that have adopted e-doing at this stage right now. So we work with 60% of the largest French companies worldwide. We have users in the US, in Asia, in Europe, in LATAM. And those are the topics that we address in the large companies. We work on companies' values and culture. So when you decide what is the new values or the new culture of the company, how do we implement it? How do we help employees adopt it at their scale? We work on the new ways of working. How do we change the way people interact? How do they convey meetings regarding agility, cooperation? Everything that relates to leadership and management, leadership postures, management referrals, everything that is related to inclusive leadership. D&I, that's a very, very strong topic for 50 and for the French environment. How do we help and support women empowerment and inclusive leadership at top levels? And finally, everything that relates to soft skills. Those are examples of companies we work with. As I said earlier, and I know that there are juries hiding in the public right now, so we really count on your votes today. We work with half of the largest French companies right now, and with your help, we could quickly work with the other half. So.
All right,
Yeah.
I think they got the message.
Yeah, okay. Our stand is right behind, so if you want to reach out or if you want to connect, feel free. Thank you.
All right, thanks very much.
Thank
that
you
was
so much.
50. All right, thank you. Now we have TreeApp. I'd like to welcome Jules Buquer to the stage. Come on up. All right, TreeApp, let's hear your pitch.
Amazing. Hello, everyone. Let me just make sure this works. Ah, perfect. All right. Hi, everyone. So I'm Jules, co-founder of TreeApp. And before I start telling you about what we do, I just want to obviously say thank you to the Manpower Group for having us and giving us the opportunity to be present at Vivatech. It's been amazing to be here. And it's been lovely to meet all of the startups and the lovely staff from Manpower. So thank you very much. Cool. So TreeApp is one of the leading tree planting organizations in the UK. And our vision is to enable anyone to have an impact every day. And we're starting with tree planting. So our business can be split into two categories. You have the consumer app and the B2B solution. So our consumer app is a mobile app which enables anyone to plant a tree for free every day in less than a minute. The way we do this is very simple. The user gets on the app, watches an ad that features sustainable products, and then on the back of completing that ads, a tree gets planted for that user. As simple as that. The user can then purchase the products that they've just discovered through our app, as well as track how much of their footprint they've offsetted by planting trees with TreeApp every day. Now, our app has about 100,000 users now in the UK. And so as we were growing the app, we realized that more and more businesses actually wanted to work with TreeApp to set up tree planting projects, tree planting solutions, as well as do some carbon offsetting. So we've developed a wide range of B2B solutions, as well as a digital solution for our brand partners to plant trees. And we actually have over 300 partners that we're now working with. You can see quite a few here. So, for example, with Credit Suisse, what we're doing is we planted a tree for each of their employees. For DPD, we're actually planting a tree every time they do a certain amount of deliveries with their electric vehicle fleet. HelloFresh and L'Occitane would be planting trees whenever they have a referral scheme in place. So, for example, when they do sales on their website. And we've also done some carbon offsetting, for example, with the likes of Balfour BT or Minor Figures. So we've planted over 1 million trees to date, and we're planting trees across 13 countries in the world, spread across 4 continents. We're actually planting in the UK as well, but we forgot the ticker on the slide. If I can just... here you go. So our tree planting projects don't only have an environmental impact, but also a massive social and economical impact. So for example, in Haiti, we're planting fruit trees, which obviously help the local community not only to feed themselves, but also to sell them and creating this sort of microeconomy near the planting site for the farmers. In Indonesia, for example, our planting site is going to be planting trees along the coast to prevent the risk of floodings. So there's a big social aspect to what we do, and that's something that we know is also super important for our partners. On the picture here, you can actually see a before and after picture that was taken in our site in Brazil, and that's only 1 year after. So full disclosure, the species we've planted there grow quite fast. Not all trees go that fast in 1 year, but obviously it's wonderful to see how much trees can grow in 1 year. So how can TreeApp work with Manpower to enable more people to be sustainable and to live a more eco-friendly lifestyle? Well, we have 2 ideas. So the first one is to plant trees for every placement that the Manpower Group does. So we're actually already working with quite a few different HR groups to do this and put this in place. And it can be a tree for every placement, it can be 10. It's completely up to the company to decide. And that enables you to do a few things. Number one, obviously show to the new recruit, the new candidate straight away that the company they're joining is eco-friendly, that they're sustainably minded, that they're on the beginning of their sustainability journey. And it's also a great way for Manpower Group to obviously show that they care about sustainability and obviously share some wonderful assets to all their partners. The second one is incentivize green challenges. So there's a few things that we could do, but the one that seems the most obvious would be to enable all of your employees to use TreeApp, plant trees every day, and we could have some kind of leaderboard. There's a few different ways that we can make it quite playful. And we could also have some kind of match funding program in place whereby, for example, for every tree that an employee of Manpower Group plants, Manpower would fund another tree. There's a lot of things we can do. So why choose TreeApp? Well, first of all, we have a fully customizable solution. It's fully digital, and we've already worked with hundreds of brands, so we have a lot of experience doing this. You get to plant trees across the world, have, as I mentioned, an economical, social, and obviously environmental impact. And you can really bring the impact that you're having to life. So we're providing photos, videos of the projects, can get personalized videos. We have drone footage, satellite imagery. There's a lot of different things that we can provide that can obviously be extremely powerful to share with your different stakeholders. So the only thing that's left for me to say is to start your green transition now with TreeApp and start making a tangible impact. Let's try to save our planet one tree at a time. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks very much. That was, you heard it, TreeApp.
TreeApp, TreeApp.
I don't think we'll forget. Here, don't forget your water. And now I'm going to welcome our last pitch of the day from Ekowz. We have Sébastien Francot. Welcome.
Hello.
Let's hear your pitch.
Thank you. So first of all, thank you all for being here. We hear a lot about innovation here, of course, at Vivatech, and there is something very important that we cannot ignore also is the place of the people inside this innovation, of customers, but also of employees. Inside, of course, the company, what is their role inside the company, and inside their closed workspace, or how they can have an impact within this. There are four very important aspects within the inclusion of the employee within the company's goal, with our retention, productivity, and this of course leads to profitability. With big companies, we want to help as Ekowz to achieve their sustainable challenges thanks to the implication of their employees. Next slide. So we want to make the companies more sustainable, but also to engage the employees. And so how we do that? We want to be data-driven by collecting a lot of data about the company and how there is a digestion of the consumption within the company and the operations of waste management and everything. And so to do so, we have to create a real link between employees, customers, and also the partners. So what we offer is a tool that is accessible for every employee to have real insights of how they are consuming inside of the company and real actionables that they can use to be engaged within the sustainable strategy of the company. So the measurable benefits of all this are of course ESG with the environment, with the sustainable data that is collected, social compliance with our bottom-up strategy, and inclusive governance by giving the tools to the employees to have a concrete impact. So we care a lot about how the employee feels at work with the different aspects that are important to them, and of course about the different sustainability goals of the company. So we are of course able to share our solution to the world and our partnerships with Manpower Group, for example, and talk about it like today here at Manpower Group. So I would like to thank all of you and Manpower Group in name of the team, because without Manpower Group we wouldn't be here, and so I'm very proud to represent the team. If you have any questions and want to see our devices, you're always free to come to our stand with the startups. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks very much. That was Ekowz. Thank you. Well, that brings us to the end of our Startup Challenge for today. Join us later today for the winner, to find out the winner at our awards ceremony. Have a great day.